into this device?
Yeah, turn up the sound. Oh, I muted it. Hit the... Yeah. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Good. Sound. Video. Audio. All the things. All right.
World rule.
Let's go. Turn it up. Go way up.
How do I turn it up?
Just like on the speakers. Like, just turn the speakers up.
Oh, you don't have it set up here.
No. Just turn up the speakers.
Alright, just use this then. Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's do it. God damn it. No. Okay. This is Tetris the Grandmaster 3.
Yeah. So, the game we skipped over because it wouldn't work is Tetris the Grandmaster 2. Tetris the Grandmaster 2 was very similar to the game you saw, Tetris the Grandmaster, other than that it introduced a firm drop, basically, so you hit up on the stick and the piece drops immediately.
So, I guess
this game is similar again, except they added 2 more previews, a hold button, and made the game way faster. Not
should,
yet, but in a sec.
We should also ask Pasky, because TGM2 didn't happen, if he's down for run of Shirase.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I think, about 4 minutes. I mean, 4.5. I mean, 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yes.
That's my record, right?
Yeah. But do you think you could get that in one game?
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, there's also the credit roll.
Alright, let's go.
So, this game has, it's still Tetris, but it introduced a bunch of wacky new mechanics, all of which are in pursuit of getting the highest grade. You'll see the word cool flash underneath his well periodically. You can get a cool in every section of the game except the last one. You need all of them in order to get the invisible credit roll, which you need in order to get the highest grade. The invisible credit roll is another thing introduced in Tetris Grandmaster 2.
They made it much harder in this one.
Yeah, in TGM2, basically you had to play pretty well and pretty fast, and then you get the invisible roll, and then you just have to survive it, and you get the Grandmaster grade. In this game, not only do you have to play very well and very consistently in order to get the invisible roll, you actually have to score well in it. But we'll talk about that later. For now, cools. You get one by completing the level 0 to 70 of the section within a certain amount of time. The
section being 100 levels.
Right, 100 levels. So, 0 to 70, 100 to 170, etc.
I think I got that one.
Yeah, you did. There are also other ways that the game will display cool. They mean nothing and serve only to distract the player. Right, so the first cool is a set time limit, which is very slow. It's really easy to get, but everyone after that you keep getting cools, you have to complete 0 to 70 within 2 seconds slower than the last time you completed 0 to 70. So, 100 to 170 needs to be completed within 2 seconds slower than you completed 0 to 70.
This might not happen.
And you have to keep doing that for the whole game until you get to level 900, at which point you can kind of relax because you don't have to keep playing fast. You do have to keep getting Tetrises, though. The other thing you have to do is get a lot of Tetrises in order to get a high enough internal grade, which the game does not display.
Oh, I didn't get it. I guess we have to restart.
Are you gonna reset?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, that early ruins, the whole game. Probably.
Nope. Right. So this game, many players would argue that the cool system is kind of rigged and does not really reward skillful play, because actually if you play too well during a section and then play only averagely in the next section, then it will dick you and you don't get your grade, or you don't get the roll, rather. Basically, you need to focus a lot on consistency. You can't, just let yourself play as fast as possible unless you're, really good.
Yeah.
Because if you make any kind of mistake, you're going to miss the next cool.
Especially from level 0 to 300 and from level 600 to the end.
Yeah.
400 to 600 just kind of happened because the game actually gets faster.
Right. So another thing about cools is every cool you get, it skips a section of the speed curve. So now that he's at level 100, the game actually treats it as level 200 for the purposes of how fast the piece is.
The speed curve actually goes off the end. It goes all the way up to level 1200.
Yeah, so when you get all of the cools from 600 to the end, the game is in internal 1200 speed, which is really fast. It's about as fast as the fastest that death gets in TGM2, which is a like pure survival mode, which is always infinite gravity and extremely hard. However, because of the additional tools that this game gives you, namely hold, previews, and more piece mobility, it's actually pretty playable.
I'm actually gonna stack up just a little. I know.
Maybe if you didn't misdraw.
I think we're fine.
I should probably read the chat to see if there are any questions.
Mercy kill. When's Mercy kill?
I was away. He dropped the PCB? No, nobody dropped any PCBs. The game is not dead. We were just not able to capture it for some bizarre reason. And we decided we weren't going to waste any more of your good people's time. Yes, TGM3 introduced hold. You can also see it gives you 2 more previews, which is necessary with hold, because otherwise you wouldn't know.
I have dropped the PCB before, though. Oh, I missed it. Well, whatever. Who needs to see Invisible Roll anyway? Not me.
So as you can see, it's not like he really did anything wrong.
Maybe. I don't know.
I guess since you reset, this does not count as a 1cc.
No. I don't think Crazy Taxi will go this wrong tomorrow.
You say that.
Yeah.
No, it'll probably be fine. I think Crazy Taxi is a more dependable game than this. This game is extremely hard.
We'll have to rack our heads to figure out why everything broke.
Yeah. I simply don't know. He didn't do anything wrong except for dropping the PCB.
That happened a long time ago.
Yeah, the PCBs have been through a lot and they've stayed strong. It did work. Like, TGM2 booted for us, it just didn't capture. So now after level 500 the game gets pretty fast. You can see he had to slow down a bit there to correct that mistake and make sure he didn't totally screw himself.
I like double locked a piece and then kind of got confused.
Yeah, so as you can see, this game is a marked increase in speed from TGM1 and even from TGM2. They kind of just wanted to see how far they could push players and still have them be able to beat the game.
Yeah, and Shirase definitely gets there.
Yeah. The other mode of this game, Shirase, or main mode, I guess, is called Shirase, and it's a pure survival mode that starts extremely fast, rather than this, master mode. You play for grade and it starts slowly. And it really tests the limits of human play at the top end.
The last 100 levels are pretty much as fast as they can force you to play.
Yeah.
For a missed cool run, that was a surprisingly good time.
Okay, yeah, 540 is not a bad time. So now, because he missed a cool, he doesn't get the invisible roll. Instead, he gets a fading roll, where the pieces will fade out about 5 seconds, I think, after they spawn. Or lock down. Now, you can still gain grades in this roll, but it's very neutered compared to the true invisible roll.
You will be getting the highest grades.
Yeah, the highest grade you can get is MV, which is 3 grades lower than GM. And that requires an extremely good run.
Yeah, I might get an MK if I'm lucky from here on out. But...
You did get gold SK, so I bet you entered it this time. Get another Tetris. Yeah. That triple may cost you. That was kind of unfortunate randomizer luck.
Not great. Not great.
Yeah, fading roll. So
Master. They're not bad.
the grade of Master, you know, it's not bad. It's pretty hard to get, but it's not Grandmaster.
I mean, yeah. There's not that many people who have had grades higher than Master.
The thing is, like,